Oh, we're live?
We're live.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to SBR Sports Picks. This is the very first Loshak in the Bag show after the IFBC. Today is Tuesday, August 28th. I got in at 12 o'clock midnight yesterday. Jim, when did you get in?
About an hour and 45 minutes ago?
Right. So this is going to be a very, you know how sometimes they do that? They have like a very special Seinfeld or a very special, you know how they do that sometimes? They have very special versions of entertaining shows. This is actually going to be a very special version of the Loshak in the Bag show. And what we're not going to teach you a life lesson or anything like that. We're just going to take a nap on camera and see what that does for ratings, okay?
Heads down, thumbs up?
Yeah. All right. So thanks everyone for tuning in. We're just going to take a nap for about 45 minutes and we'll see what kind of response this gets. All right. Thanks very much, everyone. My name is Peter Loshak.
Also, there's new internet here, so they're working on getting my computer online. So I have no idea what the chat is saying. I could take a look at Pete's Lenovo to see what's going on, but it was a wild weekend.
Is this compelling content, Jim?
I don't know.
I don't know either. No, I'm just kidding around. You know we're not going to take a shower. Shower. You know, there you go. You know we're not going to take a nap. You know we're not going to take a nap. I was there. I was like, I need a shower. All right. So anyway, shout out to everyone who was in here. Vitolas, Flipper 13, Dave LA. It was great to meet everyone in the at the IFBC. So many great people, but I don't have the energy to talk about how awesome the people were right now. So please forgive me. I'll hopefully have the energy to do that in subsequent shows. Yellow Jesus says, I watched everything you guys did. Great. Thank you so much, Yellow Jesus.
Thank you,
I thought the trivia show was fun. It was pretty fun. Yes.
Yeah. Ski Profit was the winner there. Also, a low bagger, Walter Trotter, won the 2K in the poker tournament.
What a nice guy. And those are some quality players in the poker tournament. You know what I mean?
It's also like a kind of a hyper turbo, you know, you got to win a lot. You got to win a lot of races and push all in nonstop. But I was very proud of our man Walter. What else?
Yellow Jesus says, Pete, what happened to you getting a laptop? I did get one, Yellow Jesus, and I did start to set it up, and everything seems fine. So this might be the last Loshak in the Bag show with me using this Lenovo, the trusty old Lenovo here. I did get a brand new laptop. Oh, here we go.
Beautiful.
Here we go.
Fortune.
Tech guy coming in here. Jimmy the Bag. Here you go. Come on. All right. So
beautiful.
We are we're doing our best here. This is a classic Loshak in the Bag show content here. Taking naps, missaying words, some questionable on-camera commentary, and but we're doing okay. Shout out to everyone. Yeah, shout out to other people. Paco Healy, Underdog, Tom Marino, Tomore, Match Fixing Alert. Wow. Oh, look at this. Look at this shit. You can't go, Jimmy the Bag. You can't go 2 minutes while looking at comments without seeing just such a wonderful comment. Check this out for Match Fixing Alerts. Now, this guy is a tough guy, right? Not easy to do it for a little. Check this shit out. He goes, hey, Lomax, I'm often hard on you in the squares in this chat, but you did great. R.I.P. Oakland, here to guide the squares. Shout out to Match Fixing Alerts. He said, I don't know if that was not a backhanded comment. That was a real one. Match Fixing Alert. All right, let's see. Other comments here. What is, you got anything, you everything okay there, Jim?
No, I don't think I'm getting in on
all right.
Here.
That's okay. Yes, Kobe Valentine says, Jimmy Pete, my birthday, IFBC, Atlanta -1.5 pick was gold. Hope you both tailed. Hey, can we get another tech guy in here to fix what was just done to Jimmy's computer? Thank you very much. Anyway, yes, today's MLB card is an interesting one. Despite getting in at 12 o'clock Eastern time, and I don't like drink or do drugs, but I do have mental problems, which means that I do need rest, like people who drink or do drugs, which I did not get. But I did actually have a chance to look at the MLB card, and I did make a few overnight lines. I did make a few bets on the overnight lines, and I did I do have a few plays that I am willing to put my official record. Put on the line for my official record, Jimmy the Bag. I'm right now. I'm up about 38 units in MLB. I was down into the low 20s. And I have been fighting back. I had a very nice day, as most people did on Sunday. Everyone cashed in the IFBC. Did you notice that, Jim?
I noticed there was a lot of cashing. And,
hey, can we get a tech guy in here to help Jim with some? There you go. You just got to ask a few times, Jim. You got to ask a few times, and then you shall receive. You don't always get it on the first try. Thanks everyone for bearing with us. We are 6 minutes into the show, but I hope we're providing quality content. You've already seen some tech guys on camera. You've already seen me take a quick 15-second nap. All right, so. Yeah, let's see what we got here. Jimmy the Bag having some issues. All right, I'm just going to look at some other comments here, and then we will get into the MLB segment of the card, and whatever Jim can do with his level of tiredness and level of computer functionality, he will do. And if all he can do is just sit there and smile, that'll be good enough, Jim. You know that, right?
I'm a little too tired and hungover for this. Because if I had a computer in front of me, at least I could read the comments, talk to everybody. I'm a little. Sure.
Jim, listen, if I was the boss, I would say get up right now and just go home and have a nice day off. But as you know, Jim, I am way far from being the boss. Way far from being the boss. There's some people actually under the impression of that I'm the owner of SBR. I'm not even close to being the boss.
Our man DJ Big Boss, wasn't it fun hanging out with him?
Yeah,
what a great guy.
Shout out DJ Big Boss. Ended up even on sports bets for IFBC, but the tables kicked my ass. Yeah, don't play table games. Those are unless you're counting cards, I guess. In
even then you get what, 1%?
Yeah, something like
1
that.
to 2%.
But yeah, in sports. Everyone was giving out winning picks. Our picks on, it seems like the picks that everyone was on, the picks that Vitalis gave in the live show, even the WNBA picks from King Rail, everyone was pretty good overall, Jim. So if you're following the low bag show picks, even I had mostly cashers, and I should have bet a lot more because I only had one big loss, which was, I don't mean to throw anyone under the bus here, but it was the Mr. Gokster tale of Arizona, that one game. I had that one Arizona loss, but everything else cashed, Oakland, Houston, everything.
Yeah, I went 5-3 in MLB, 1-1 in WNBA. I was hitting the horses very hard, so I was focusing more on that. But man, it was good. It was just so much fun to put faces to names, the people that we care about so much on the show, but actually get to meet.
Hell yeah! And Jimmy the Bag, of course, has what's her name? Native Queen. Native Queen sent us via airmail to the bash mugs. I got one with my face on it. That's like the nicest thing. I can't even. Again, I don't even have the energy to express how thankful I am and how much I love the mug that I got that Native Queen made for us special and sent it to us. Oh, just what a wonderful caring. She's, they say it's the thought that matters, and the thought in that mug is like worth millions of dollars.
Native
as far as positive vibes.
Extremely sweet. What would you say your highlight of the of IFBC was?
The highlight of my IFBC, the first. You want me to honestly what the highlight of the IFBC was? The highlight of the IFBC for me was when on camera someone said, Loshak, what were you doing at Chippendales last night? And I was like, take a wild guess. The fuck does anyone do at Chippendales? What kind of a question is that? What are you doing? What were you doing at Taco Bell last night? Eating tacos. The fuck do you think I was doing at Chippendales last night? Take a wild guess. So proud of that joke, Jim. That was the highlight for me.
It was very funny. It was very funny.
Yeah. What was the highlight for you? Do you have anything jump out? I
don't know. I think we were at a hip hop club on I don't even know what night it was, but Babano was rapping in the middle of it with about 10 people around him.
Who was?
Babano. Ian Cameron. Yeah, man. The guy's got flow, man.
Wow.
The guy's got flow.
That is hard to believe.
It was very, very funny.
They were original lyrics?
No. He was busting out, Meta-Cal and shit like that.
Okay. Because I love Babano. I love Babano.
He's a great guy. Parties.
Yes.
That guy parties hard.
Oh, he's a great guy. I'm just saying that if he had original lyrics with flow, I would be a little bit surprised.
There's our man Walter Trotter. 2000.
Shout out Walter Trotter.
2K
Hell yeah.
in the poker tournament.
Unreal. I mean, you cannot last past a couple rounds in that tournament without being a great poker player. Those are some scary guys on the tables. I couldn't believe it. Walter Trotter just killed them all. Came out on top. We were rooting for him. Me and Paco Healy were secretly rooting for him very, very hard behind.
Wally George. I got to meet Wally George. I wish I had more time with you.
Yeah.
I didn't get enough time to party with Wally George. But
to anyone who wanted to, who are disappointed by the level of our partying or level of our hanging out, the reason for that was we had so much shit to do. I had to do all the Loshak in the Bag shows, had to be on the college football panel, had to host the other panel or whatever the hell it was, all that shit. So it was very, very busy, very, very chaotic. We are still tired, but it was great. Another highlight, and then can I give you my second highlight of the IFBC? Was that in the college football panel, now forever will be me saying that I like the under in Wyoming and that one cashing. So that's the second one. That clip is going to be there forever. The internet never forgets, right, Jim?
The internet never forgets.
All right, so here we go. Reef NYC says Pete sounds like a Hallmark card. Get over the mushy stuff. I don't mind mushy. There's a place in life for mushy, right, Jim? No?
There is a place for mushy. I'm realizing as minutes pass that I'm gonna have to do this show without my notes.
That's okay. That's all right. You can just chill there, Jimmy the Bag. I, of course, am ready for MLB to handicap MLB here. I did make a bunch of bets on the overnight lines. There's some interesting shit. Jim, you can feel free to take a nap anywhere. Whatever you want to do is fine. But people do come here for MLB handicapping, for sports betting handicapping, don't they? Okay, Jimmy the Bag. I'll tell you what. We're going to get into it right now. We're dropping right now. They're putting the comment section on. Can you read that?
Fucking barely, man. Oh, there we go. Nice. Okay, there I can read that now. Salty Dog, where is IFBC next year? We need to know. My man Teddy B saying, Jimmy, wish you could have gotten me a guest pass. Man, not all the guest passes even showed up, so sorry that we couldn't hook you up, Teddy B. That's a mistake.
Yeah.
Paul T says Jim needs some sleep. He does. He came right from the fucking airport.
Yes.
Why? Because he cares about you guys.
Yes, absolutely. All right, so the first game that's interesting, one game I did bet on the overnight, it was the Boston game, right? Boston is a massive favorite, and you got to be really careful taking some of these massive favorites, but Boston is here a big favorite against Miami. Now, Miami's offense has picked it up a bit recently, so they are not necessarily a team that can't keep up with Boston. I would have a lean to Boston -1 here, and also liking the overs a little bit as well. First 5 over, full game over, and the first 5 team total overs. Both Johnson and Urena. I don't know if you have anything that comes to mind when you think of Urena, but he's just a weird dude. Like, his last start was actually great. You know, Urena is so up and down, and
I thought you could have predicted Urena's last start being great after he threw at Acuna.
Right.
You knew that it was time for him to step up. This was a big spot for him to, after he let the team down, to step up. I find Urena can be tricky, but it seems like we can figure out the time he's going to step up.
Yes.
Whereas Johnson is just all around tricky.
No, I agree with everything you just said. Urena is very up and down, but I've definitely been wrong at times with Urena, but I feel like overall I've been roughly about 60% good at reading him and 40% wrong with Urena. So I was thinking about Boston -1 here, both team total overs, which is 2 for Miami and 3.5 for Boston, which is kind of high there. But hold on one second. Oh no, what are they doing here? All right, hold on one second. Jim, you can't read any of the comments. Look at this shit. Can we get a computer for Jim here?
Thomas says, I think this is a good series for Boston to bounce back. Miami isn't hitting, and I moved on. All right. Yeah, this is maybe I'll just turn my back to the camera.
Are those comments coming up on the screen?
They are coming up on the screen. It's just that they move pretty fast.
Right, but are they coming up on the screen or is that just the monitor? Or is that the whole thing?
That's the whole thing.
Oh, that is?
Yeah.
They put them up on there? Wait, let me see. Let me see what that is. Let me see what's going on there. Sorry, guys. We're slogging through this one. We're doing the best that we absolutely can here. All right. So once again, let me just try to open up the heritage lines.
Match fixing alert says Lomax, just add the Houston Astros money line to every bet you make today.
Yes. Let me see. Let me refresh my memory. And
Morton is pitching.
Oh, that's right. Morton against Oakland. Yes. Wow. So why does he like Houston here? The line has made a 45-cent move in favor of Houston. I wonder why that would be, because Jackson is terrible. Understandable. I did take a small shot with the over on this one at 8. I did take a shot with the over at 8. I don't know where that line has moved, but I was definitely leaning Houston team total overs as well, which I'm going to throw on. Wow, yes, now, wow. Okay, it's up to 8.5. I did take a shot with the over on that one. All right, let me see.
Lamont Williams coming in. What's up, Pete? Jimmy, yesterday was my birthday.
Oh, shout
These are my picks for today. Dodgers run. New York Mets, KC, and I like the over in the Boston game, Boston-Miami.
Yeah, I took the over in the Boston game as well. I took that one actually at 9.5. Let's see. Davfen says, let's talk baseball matchups. Yeah, we are. Let me see. Tomarino Domer says, ESPN is such a homer station for the Yankees. They were actually suggesting the Yankees could challenge the division last night. All right, so let me just think about what's going on here. Wow, so they're just like fuck Jimmy. Fuck Jimmy's game.
No,
are they actually trying?
The password isn't.
Okay, but they're working. At least trying. All right. Anyway, all right.
I thought this show was going to gas station sushi. He lives in Vegas. I got to meet him. I thought this show was going to be difficult. I didn't think that I would be doing it without my notes and without the fucking games in front of me and without the chat. And
Yes, no, that's okay. I'm looking at match fixing alerts says you banned me. Regards. What's he talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Match fixing alerts. What
do you mean?
We banned you. Regards. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
We don't ban anybody. We don't even ban the haters.
Yeah, I don't know.
We ban nobody.
I have no idea what he's talking about. All right, so anyway,
Walter Trotter's on the over 9.5 in the Yankees game. Bookie Bird Mets at the first 5 plus 110.
All right, I got to make some decisions here. Let me go over the whole card and tell you what the bets are that I was going to make. Let me just go over the whole card, tell you what the bets are that I was going to make. Okay, Yankees game. First of all, Washington Philly is obviously the rematch of Scherzer and Nola. I'm going to pass on that one. Yankees White Sox. Yes, I can certainly see the over. I was thinking maybe just to stick with the Yankees team total overs though, because Shields is someone. I'm sorry, Lynn is someone who coming off a couple bad starts could see him being a lot better here. Milwaukee, Cincinnati, nothing on that one. A pass. Cleveland, Minnesota is also interesting. Vaguely thinking about Cleveland team total over, although I'm not too down on Gibson, but I think Cleveland. It's a good spot for Cleveland offensively here. Again, Boston, Miami, Boston -1. I did bet that one on the overnight. I took the over at 9.5, and I'm thinking about both team totals here. Although Boston first 5 innings is 3.5. That's a little bit scary, but still thinking that way. Mets and Cubs, very interesting. Second half over is definitely a play that I'm probably going to be on there. Hamels just unreal, right? Unreal. Lights out. Didn't see that coming. And DeGrom has continued to be lights out. I think we did all see that coming. Dodgers, Texas, very interesting. Slightly into the under on that one, despite the fact that Jurado has been very hittable recently. Bueller looks good to me, and Dodgers, Texas under was a play that I bet on the overnight line. Again, Oakland, Houston, match fixing alerts like in Houston today. There's been a 45-cent move in favor of Houston. That must be because someone is probably out for Oakland. And again, I bet the over, and I would be looking at Houston team total overs as well. Pittsburgh, St. Louis, very interesting. I took a shot with the under on that one, even though I got 8. It's a low number. That one is still where it was when I got it, but I did take a shot with the under on the overnight line there, and I would be leaning Pittsburgh first 5 under as well. Flaherty looks very good. Looks like he's going to have another good start. Detroit, KC, took a very small shot with the over 9 on that one. That is now down to an 8.5, a very small shot, and I had a feeling it was the wrong side, and I probably am on the wrong side of that one. Seattle, San Diego, very, very interesting on this one. I would be liking the second half under on this one for sure. And then is Felix Hernandez going to get hit again by San Diego here? Not necessarily. What to expect from Knicks? The first 5 innings on this game are very weird and wild and wacky, but I'm definitely leaning under on the second half on this one, and I think I'm going to make that one a pick. All right, so those are my first thoughts on the card. Let me just look at some of these second half plays that I definitely want to give. All right, here we go. Seattle, San Diego, second half under 3.5 -120. That'll be a definite pick. Seattle, San Diego, second half under 3.5 -120. That's the current line at Bookmaker. Let me look at the Mets Cubs game because I want the second half over on that one. And that one is not out yet.
Ski Profits on the under 9 in that Cubs game. Says DeGrom should hold Cubs a bit, and I don't see Mets hitting Hamels much either.
Yeah, DeGrom and Hamels obviously super impressive, super imposing. Just not sure what to expect from there, but I'm definitely thinking about the second half over on this one, which I did bet yesterday. I bet it at 3.5. It went up to 4. I gave it as a pick, and it wound up landing on 4. So for my official record keeping, I got a push, but I cashed on the when it came out at 3.5. There's no second half total yet for the Mets Cubs game, so that's very interesting. But I'll be interested to see what it is when it comes out, and I'm going to be looking for. Oh, wait a minute, maybe here at Heritage they do have the second half over. Do they? No, they don't have the second half.
Says, I think Hamels will be strong. Mm-hmm. He was a 3 ERA pitcher with the Phillies and pitches better in big games. I think being with a contender after losing all these years will see his best.
Yeah. All right. And then Boston, this might be a bit of an iffy play, and it might have been. I mean, Boston is off a rough stretch, right? And Miami has proven that they can put up some big numbers on the road offensively recently, Jim. Do you have any thoughts on Miami in general? Or, if you don't have any thoughts, no problem. But I'm just wondering about Miami's offense in general. Are they productive or not really?
No. They can manufacture some at-bats, but that little uptick in their offense that happened about 5 weeks ago is not going to continue and has not continued.
Well, even like about 1 week ago, they had a couple on the road, not at home, but on the road.
They did have a couple nice games there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they played the Yankees tough. Brian Anderson, man, the guy battles. They have players that battle in their bats, but they shouldn't be trusted. They do hit lefties a little better than righties.
All right, I'm going to take both first 5 team total overs, even though the Boston one is 3.5, which is very risky. But I'm going to take both of them. Miami, first 5 innings, team total over over 2 plus 102. And then at Pinnacle, Boston, and then Boston, first 5 innings, team total over 3.5 plus 107. So I will take both of those. Also leaning the first 5 over in general. Also leaning Boston -1. Any comments coming in? Yeah, and I will throw on the first 5 over as well. Miami, Boston, it's 5.5, but I will take that one. So hopefully I'll cash at least 2 of those. First 5 over 5.5, -115 at Intertops. Miami, Boston, first 5 over 5.5, -115. Intertops with the best line shopping here at SBRodds.com. Please use the link for SBR Odds below in the description box. It'll help us out a lot. Just go there, click on it, use that link so that people know that you're going to that site from the video, right, Jim?
Yeah.
Yeah. We need all the help we can get here when we're battling with the analytics that are presented to us that they use to tell us how good of a job we're doing. So click on the link for SBR Odds in the comment section below.
Yeah, and we have one for new accounts. We have another one for reloads. Raul Portuano's also on the Miami over. Kobe says Miami going to get swept this series. Probably outscored somewhere like 17-3 in this series. Native Queen has joined us.
Oh, shout out Native Queen, the mug. Love it so much. I sent you a Twitter about that, a DM, but oh God, I love it.
It's great.
All right, enough with the mushy stuff. Some people don't like the mushy stuff that much.
Nando Suevas, Cleveland -1.5, Boston -1.5.
All right, I'll take Boston. I did take Boston -1. I got them at a less shitty line than even they are now. When I got them, it was in the 230s. Now it's up into the 250s, which is just unreal. But I will take a shot with it anyway. Boston -1. The money line -253 at Pinnacle, and the run line for Boston is going to be -131 at Pinnacle. So that's a massive line right there, right around 200 or even higher. But I'm going to take it Boston -1, and I'm going to take both first 5 team total overs and the first 5 over. And I would even be thinking about Boston on the full game team total over, which is just -128, which is tempting. Any other comments coming in,
Yeah,
Jim?
Match Fixing Alert says just take the Marlins. The squares think Red Sox are due.
No, I'm a square. I don't necessarily think they're due. I think it's a bad spot for Urena, and I think that Boston going up against a righty in a bad spot is likely to crush them. But duly noted, Max Fixing Alert, Match. I'm writing this down. Match Fixing Alert.
Sean Thompson agrees. Says, yeah, Boston is not the spot for me.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely feel nervous about this -1 play here. I like the overs in this game a lot more, but I just took it, and but I'm going to write this one down. Max Fixing Alert says Boston square play, just take Miami. Okay, duly noted. I did take a shot with Boston here. Then let's also look at Houston again on the overnight line. I did take the 8. I didn't take either side here. I did take the 8 though, and it's now up to 8.5. And I would be leaning Houston first 5 innings and full game team total overs as well. Though it's 2.5. 2.5 is the first 5, and the full game for Houston is 4.5. And this line has gotten bet up 45 cents. So I'm wondering if that's because there's some advanced information about someone who's going to be out for Oakland.
That must be the case. That
it could be. Yeah.
I mean, that's just too big of a line movement to think that's just cash, but it's possible. Devo Lane like in Washington, Philadelphia, first 5 under. Ulysses Hayes like in that full game under.
Washington, Philly. Yeah. I was on that under in the first, and I didn't tweet it out. That was the day that we had to travel, Jim, and I liked that one along with the Mets under. Those were like 2 plays that I really liked that I bet that I didn't tweet out. But I don't know about today's game. Today's game makes me nervous. I'm going to hold off on it for now. The Houston team total over, though, I have to take a shot with that one. Houston first 5 innings, team total over 2.5 -110. That's the current line at Heritage. Houston, of course, can sometimes stall out offensively at home, and Edwin Jackson at times can be good, better than expected. But I think the percentages are with a vulnerable start from Jackson, so I'm going to take that one.
Trenton Claxton, first 5 plays. He's got Mets, Giants, and Phillies all first 5.
Let me see. Mets first 5 is interesting for sure. The question is, whose success is more sustainable and more likely to continue here, Hamels or DeGrom? And it certainly seems like DeGrom. What else does he have?
He has 3 first 5 plays. He has Mets first 5, Giants first 5, and Phillies first 5.
The Giants game I didn't look at. The Philly first 5. Yeah, I mean, I would say that I'm even a little bit higher on Nola than Scherzer right now. Nola is just looking absolutely friggin' lights out, just absolutely awesome. All right, let me check some of these other first 5 inning team totals that I was thinking about here. Let me see what I was going to say. I was thinking about Pittsburgh first 5 under 1.5 at plus 101. I would much rather be getting 2 with Flaherty, but I was thinking about the first 5 over. Yankees to hit Shields. Feels like Shields in a vulnerable spot. First 5 over 3 minus 119 for the Yankees. That's something I was thinking about. Indians to hit Gibson. First 5 over 2.5 minus 127. That's something I was thinking about as well. And I guess that's just about it. Let me see if there was anything else.
My man Oscar Sanchez coming in. He says, "Welcome back, guys. It was a pleasure meeting you guys at IFBC." Oscar's another guy I didn't get enough time with.
Yeah.
But it was fun, and I enjoyed the time we did get. Much love, Oscar. Oscar, can you hit me with your Twitter handle so I can follow you? Hit me that with you can.
All right, let's see. What else do we have here going on? Milwaukee-Cincinnati is definitely an interesting game. My thoughts on this one were that Cincinnati on the first half team total over might be a good play. Guerra, I think, is going to be vulnerable again. And then Milwaukee on the second half is probably good. And I will definitely make that one a play right now as well. Milwaukee, second half minus 120. That is definitely a play for me. Milwaukee, second half minus 120. And I was thinking about the Milwaukee first 5 team total over to a hit Guerra. Again, I'm not super... Yeah, and that's just 2 minus 127, so I'll make that one a play as well. Cincinnati, first 5 innings, team total over 2 minus 127 to hit Guerra, so those are 2 more plays that I have added on. Any comments coming in, Jim?
Wally George saying Catholic boy, Jimmy. Yeah, God, impressive. I did not... his last 2 starts were on turf. His best starts were on turf. It was amazing to see how he handled the dirt. He clearly is a very, very special horse, Wally. Yes, I think that you are in the right spot there, fading Guerra. He's looked very, very susceptible. You're taking Cincinnati first 5.
First 5 team total over 2 minus 127. Would also have a lean to the first 5 money line. And I'll tell you what, this is another play. Tell me what any of you guys think about this. The Dodgers, Texas, opened at 10. Now it's up to 11. I'm thinking the under might be the play here. Dodgers, Texas, opened at 10. Now it's up to 11. I'm thinking the under might be a play here. Bueller is good. Jurado has not been good, but he might be a little bit better. I don't know. I'm thinking vaguely about a shot with the under. Maybe I'll hold off and wait to see what where the line moves here. But I'm definitely leaning under in this Texas game. Texas and the Dodgers. Also leaning Texas second half at plus 170, and maybe the second half under at 4 as well. Yeah, and actually I think that at plus 170 I have to take it. I'd also be leaning to Texas as a huge underdog. I think that line is probably. I mean, obviously there's a massive starting pitching advantage on paper for the Dodgers, but I'm thinking that Texas might be the play here. I'm going to take Texas second half plus 170. Texas second half money line plus 170. That's an official play. Go ahead.
Adam Lopez says, Pete, why wouldn't, and this is back to that Milwaukee-Cincinnati play, why wouldn't you take the game over, the full game over? Desclani's terrible. Brewers bats have been all right lately.
I wouldn't be opposed to that. I just like to take, because the total is 9.5. That's a little bit up there, And DeSclafani can be okay. His last start was not good, but he can have some reasonable starts. And Guerra might get hit, but I could easily see Guerra being like, 5 innings and 3 runs, 6 innings and 3 runs, something like that. Where I like the team total over first 5 for Cincinnati at 2, but I'm not expecting like a massive explosion from Guerra necessarily. Just likely for him to give up a couple runs. So, the full game over, I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on that one right now. I'm definitely 9.5 looks about on to me. DeSclafani again could get, and then Milwaukee has a bullpen that I'm not too down on either. So no, I'm not necessarily in love with that over at all. In fact, I might even have a lean to the under. I don't want to touch it though. I'm just taking the Cincinnati first 5 team total over, and then Milwaukee second half money line.
Mr. Gogster's joined us.
Mr. Gogster.
He says, no sleep, still rolling?
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm wearing Mr. Gogster's hat. Now, this hat, it looks like a normal Yankees hat. So from the appearance perspective, it's nothing special. But I'm telling you, this is made some material. I feel like I'm wearing a high thread count sheet on my head, Jim.
Yeah,
it's unreal. Yeah? It's unreal.
Egyptian cotton?
Yes. The material, it's Drifit. Drifit. Dry fit. And apparently it doesn't get wet. It never gets wet. It's the most comfortable thing I've ever worn in my whole fucking entire life. And I don't know. I wish I could have this on my head and then put some electrodes in there to electronically stimulate dopamine, and then I would be good to go. This would be the perfect hat. All right,
Sean Thompson's on the Dodgers run line. Cash action bets like the Reds money line.
Mm-hmm.
my man Sassana, Snakes money line and Rockies money line.
Yeah, the Rockies game did not have an overnight line, so I did not look on that one. And the Arizona-San Francisco game, that was the last game that I just fell asleep while I was trying to cap, so I don't have anything to say about that one. All right, let me go over all the official picks I've given, then I'll go over the leans I'm thinking about, and then we'll get to some comments. These are all the official picks I've given, quite a lot of them. Texas, second half, plus 170. Milwaukee, second half, minus 120. Boston, minus 1 is a huge favorite. That might be a mistake right there, so be careful if you're going to tail that one. I might be on the wrong side there. Miami, first 5 team total over 2. Houston, first 5 team total over 2.5. Seattle, San Diego, second half under 3.5. Cincinnati, first 5 team total over 2. Boston, first 5 team total over 3.5. And Miami, Boston, first 5 over 5.5. Plays I'm leaning towards as far as leans are concerned. Yankees, first 5 team total over and full game team total over. That's definitely a lean. Cleveland, team total overs as well. That's definitely a lean. Other plays I'm thinking about. Vaguely, let me see. Other plays I'm thinking about. The LA Dodgers, Texas under. That's a lean that I've got for sure. Pittsburgh, first 5 team total under against Flaherty. I would rather be getting 2, but at 1.5, I'd still be considering it. And maybe a very slight lean to Detroit and KC, first 5 over. That would also be a very slight lean for me as well. But most of my leans I've actually given. Any comments coming in, Jim?
Yes, a ton of comments. So Nolly knows also on the Philly Washington under. Mm-hmm. I'm a little pensive just because we've seen Scherzer and Nola face off 5 days ago, mm-hmm. and it was a brilliant start by both, and that gives me a little concern, with a low 7. But I can understand the play. Red Girl says when DeGrom pitches, they're 19-3 first 5.
Is that true? That's a hell of a stat right there.
I'm going to wait to make my plays for the afternoon show and spend the afternoon on all this. But are you surprised that there's been an 8-cent line move towards the Angels here against Kyle Freeland and Angels team?
I didn't look at no overnight line on that one. I did not look at that one, Jim.
Sean Thompson says Freeland is good but can get hit. Cash action bets coming in. Royals money line is my biggest play tonight.
Royals money line against Detroit. Here you go. You have the 2 absolute dog shittiest teams, the dregs of the major leagues here, and sometimes there can be good value on those kinds of games. I was thinking about maybe the first 5 over, which is 4.5 minus 103 at Pinnacle. That even though Junis and Boyd both have a little bit of life to them right now, they're not auto fades. But I was definitely thinking about the first 5 overs. And yeah, the KC first 5 over might be worth a shot. Let me see where that is. Shout out any comments while I think about
Nick
what
Dial,
I want to do.
going back to this under in Washington, Philadelphia. Nick Dial giving us a great spot here. Mm-hmm. Says over-under record of 9-14, the umpire in the Washington Phillies game. So you have 2 studs on the mound. Mm-hmm. You have an under umpire.
Yeah, I don't know. That makes me a little bit nervous, Jim.
I'm not going to take it. I don't like after 2 pitchers face each other and are brilliant or close to. Yeah. Seeing them face each other again 5 days later makes me a little concerned. Ulysses Hayes, Washington money line. Ralph Portwando likes the under in the Detroit Kansas City game, under 9.5. That's interesting.
All right, I'm going to think about this one a little bit more. I'm just going to let me see what other leans I got here. Let me see the Yankees. I want to take them on the team total overs. It would be a 3. Shields is hittable, but not terrible. Shields is a crafty veteran who knows how to avoid getting crushed. Usually, what's up with the Yankees lineup? Gregorius is out, right?
They need Sanchez back. I know he's batting 192, but it's a big bat that gives people confidence. He could get hot late. He hit a home run in his rehab game yesterday. He's an important guy to get back in the lineup. I mean, obviously, number 99 needs to get back in that lineup too. They need to Rocky Meniketti joining us.
Shout out to Rocky Meniketti.
Hung with him, and Flipper 13 got to hang with him. And it was great guys. I love it. I feel like. So you didn't.
Are the Yankees going to get? Is Shields going to get hit here?
These Shields has been a sort of a tricky guy to figure out. Yeah. But yes, I would predict that he gets hit here.
And what's up with the Yankees lineup? Q Peso likes White Sox plus 1.5. What's up with the Yankees lineup?
It's just not consistent right now.
Mm-hmm.
Andujar's they're just not. Torres has slowed down a bit. It's just that they're just not getting. And I mean, you take out huge home run hitters like Judge and Sanchez, and you're going to slip. And now you got Gregorius out.
Tom Marino says Yankees lineup is solid. I think they hit Shields are better against lefties, though, and Shields hasn't been horrible. Sean Thompson says Shields isn't terrible, guys. I know he's not.
He's not terrible.
He's not great, though. but he's not terrible. That's for sure. That's for sure. SM says Yanks race to 3 will cash against Shields. Yeah, I'm leaning Yankees on the first 5 team total over, even though it's a 3, which is kind of up there. John Roy says Shields always has one bad inning. Yes. Nolly knows likes the Cubs game under. Cash Action bets Shields isn't a road pitcher. Walter Trotter says hits the like button. Family shout out to Walter Trotter. Ulysses says likes White Sox money line. All right, so a lot of money coming in on the White Sox. Dave LA, White Sox team total over 3.5. I took it. Yeah, I mean Lynn could get hit easily, but yeah, Ulysses says I don't trust Lynn. I don't trust Lynn either way. He reminds me of Cashner. You know, I don't necessarily want to auto fade him either. Ralph Portuando says Shields will get bombed today. Christopher Walker, Yanks bounce back strong today. All right, I will. I'll take a shot with Shields getting hit. This is probably a little bit ill-advised, but I'll take it. First 5 over 3 minus 119. That is very tricky because you got to get a 4 to win, but I'll take it. I think Shields will be vulnerable here. Yanks first 5 innings team total over 3 minus 119. Shields makes me nervous. Lynn makes me nervous, so I don't necessarily want to fade him. And then the Pittsburgh-St. Louis game is very interesting. Flaherty, I just like this guy, right? Flaherty pitching very well. I'd be leaning St. Louis first 5 and leaning Pittsburgh first 5 team total under, even at 1.5. Although I'd much rather be getting a 2.
He is pitching very well, Flaherty, right now.
Yeah.
And Nova's not terrible. He looked good in his last start. This is going to be a game I'm going to take more time in the afternoon with and have a play on in the late show.
All right, Jim. Any other comments coming in? Just shout them out. Shout them out. Whatever you're seeing there, Jim.
A lot of people believe in this Yankee spot.
Mm-hmm.
Tomore believes in them. Sean Thompson says Yanks should bounce back. I mean, obviously they had a tough go against Carlos Rodon, and this is a much easier spot for them.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say much easier, but it's easier. And then back to the St. Louis spot, Kobe says Pittsburgh can't hit. St. Louis, one of the hottest teams in Major League Baseball. I think St. Louis wins a close game 4-2 type of score.
Yeah, all right. I'll take a shot with this one. I'd rather be getting 2, but I will take Pittsburgh first 5 innings team total under 1.5 plus 101. That's the current line at Pinnacle. I'll take that one. Don't quite want to take St. Louis as a big favorite right there because, Nova is a little bit tricky. Give them a little bit of respect. So I'll just take the Pittsburgh first 5 team total under. I will take that one. The Detroit KC game, I'm going to wait on. I'm going to wait to see a little bit more what the line moves are in that game. Looking down the line here, Minnesota-Cleveland is very interesting. Is Cleveland going to hit Carrasco? I think probably they will. Is Cleveland going to hit Gibson? I think probably they will. Carrasco's been good. Not sure how he's going to do, but I'm kind of leaning Cleveland to hit. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to. You know what? Nah, I'm going to hold off on that one.
Yeah, I'm going to spend a little more time on that one and study Gibson a little more. Paco Healy has joined us.
Shout out to Paco Healy.
He was so much fun to hang out with.
Yeah.
I enjoyed his company very, very much. All these guys were just so much fun.
Well, there must have been one guy that we didn't like. Who would it be? Come on. There's no possible way that all these guys were cool dudes and great guys and everything.
I've never been in an argument in Vegas before.
Who did you have an argument with?
No one.
No one. Yeah.
It's just so much fun, so easy going, and I enjoyed every second of it.
I did too, Jim. I did too. Absolutely.
There was no uncomfort. There was no. Walter Trotter says the line is screaming KC is a sharp play.
The line is screaming KC. Who else said they liked KC today? Someone else said it?
A few. Trent Claxton. I already copied and pasted your WNBA pick, so we'll get to that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Junis has been good. We know Detroit struggles against righties. Boyd has been okay as well. No, I would be leading KC too here. I'm just going to hold off a little bit and just think about it just a little bit more. I'm just going to think about it just a little bit more. I'd love to take a shot with Minnesota first 5 team total under against Carrasco, but it's 1.5, so that's cutting it a little bit close, Jim.
Sisana saying sharp action on Reds, Astros, Royals, Rays, Dodgers, Angels.
Wait, Reds?
Padres.
Okay.
Reds, Astros,
okay.
Royals, Rays, Dodgers, Angels, Padres.
Yeah, yes. All right, yeah. I actually did hit San Diego on the overnight line. I got plus 117. That is now down to plus 107. I would definitely be leaning San Diego here. I did take the second half under, though. And maybe the Seattle team total under would be worth a shot. Let me see what that is. The Seattle full game team total under 4.5 minus 121. That's a little bit tempting right there. What's the deal with Nix? He's a guy with he had some good minor league numbers, didn't he?
He had brilliant, incredible minor league
Yeah.
numbers. He had a gorgeous first start. Then he got lit up heavy, didn't get out of the first inning. He allowed 5 runs. And then he looked better again. I think Nick has a big upside.
Yeah.
And I can understand why the line is moving in his
All right,
favor.
I'm taking the Seattle team total under. Seattle team total under. Full game 4.5 minus 120. That is at Heritage right now. Pinnacle has minus 121. So that's another game I'm putting on there. Seattle team total under at 4.5. I did take a shot with San Diego on the money line. I beat that line move. He said there's also a sharp money coming in on Houston. Yeah, obviously a 45-cent line move there. Coming in on the Dodgers, that makes me, I don't know about that one. That line is headed up there, and the Dodgers just so easily overvalued. You know what I mean? We see this game in and game out, week in and week out. I do like Buehler, though. I'm leaning under. I took Texas second half, and we'll see. I'll maybe add some other plays in the evening show. All right, Jim, any other comments coming in? I'm thinking that I pretty much covered what I wanted to cover here.
Brandon Cummings likes Philadelphia under, Boston team total over.
Yes.
And the Seattle team total under, just like you.
Yes, I took Seattle team total under. I already took the Boston first 5 team total over. Would be thinking about the full game as well. At 5.5, it's up there. But when Boston hits a righty, they put up numbers in a hurry. 5.5 minus 128. That's tempting. I don't know if I want to quadruple up here, though, because I did take Boston minus 1 as a big favorite, which might have been a little bit ill-advised. All right, any other?
Big Ragoos on the Giants first 5, Cubs money line, and Nats run line.
Giants first 5, Cubs run line, and Nats money line. All right.
Ulysses Hayes likes the Mariners.
He does.
Yeah, and Tomor says Dodgers were overvalued, but they are hitting right now.
Yeah.
And they smash bad right-handed pitchers like Hirado.
Which Gerard Hirado is, yes, absolutely. All right, so let's wrap this up, and then we'll quickly move on, and then maybe wrap up a little early. Once again, these are all my official plays so far. Mariners, team total under 4.5. Yanks, first half, team total over 3. Pittsburgh, first half, team total under 1.5. Texas, second half, money line. Boston, minus 1. That might be an ill-advised play. Milwaukee, second half, money line. Miami, first half, team total over 2. San Diego, Seattle, second half, under 3.5. Houston, first half, team total over 2.5. Cincinnati, first half, team total over 2. Boston, first half, team total over 3.5. And Miami, Boston, first half, over 5.5, minus 115. Plays I'm leaning towards are, let me see, maybe Yankees full game team total over. Boston full game team total over, maybe. Other plays I'm leaning towards, Minnesota, first 5 innings, team total under, maybe. Shot with that one. Maybe throwing on San Diego as a home dog, even at the reduced line. Trusting everyone saying that KC is a play here as a small home favorite. Maybe thinking about the KC team total overs, and that's about it. We pretty much got everything done here, Jim. I did take the Oakland-Houston over 8 on the overnight line at 8.5. It's pushing it a little bit. Not sure if I'm going to want that one, but that's about it. Oh, and the Mets-Cubs second half over is definitely a play I'm looking towards when and if that line comes out. You got any other comments coming in there, Jim?
Yeah.
Any
not
other
applicable
comments?
on Tampa Bay money line. Reef, New York City, Boston, Houston, Cleveland run lines.
Boston, Houston, Cleveland. Okay, all the big favorites.
Yeah.
Yep.
Match fixing alerts does not like San Francisco, but a lot of people here do. Scotty Rock likes him. Ulysses Hayes here likes him. More talking about that Phillies spot, saying Phillies can't hit lefties at all, but they're against the righty right now. Wally George, Jimmy, best meal you had in Vegas? Man, I don't remember eating. We were just so busy, so much. Actually, you know what? I like the dinner that SBR provided on Saturday night.
Hell yeah.
That spinach, the cream spinach was very, very good. But I didn't eat well. I was just drinking too heavy and enjoying my time too much and hammering the sportsbook as much as possible. So I didn't go out for any nice dinners. I didn't do shit like that. All
right, so that's it for MLB. We will be back at 6 o'clock Eastern time where we'll check the line moves on these plays, and I'll also probably add a few plays to my slate as well. Once again, I'll go slow, and then we'll quickly touch on WNBA. I am on Seattle, team total under 4.5. Yankees, first half, team total over 3. Pittsburgh, first half, team total under 1.5. Texas, second half, money line. Milwaukee, second half, money line. Boston, minus 1. Houston, first half, team total over 2. Miami, first half, team total, Houston, first half, team total over 2.5. Miami, first half, team total over 2. Seattle, San Diego, second half under 3.5. Cincinnati first half team total over 2. Boston first half team total over 3.5. And Miami Boston first half over 5.5 minus 115. Now let's move on quickly to a WNBA game 2s in these series, Washington and Atlanta.
A couple of things I just want to mention before we lose them. Kyle Jack wants to know if we can cover rugby in the late show.
Yes, you got it. You got it. Yes, rugby in late show. Yes. Let me see what. Hold on one second. Let me just check what amazing okay, here
and
we
then
go.
one final thing too is that my man Elio Rodriguez has joined us, and he says, "I follow these teams. Marlins over."
The over. Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm on the over. I would also be leading full game over as well. I'm just not sure if I want to quadruple up or whatever the hell that would be, but I'm definitely liking the over in that game. Okay, and go ahead, Jim.
Just Hako saying, finally, we can move on, but a couple of last notes. Hako saying that he thinks Astros are low-hanging. We've had a lot of people sort of mention that. And then SM's got an interesting strikeout prop. Hamels, 4.5.
Wait, why does he want to cover Thursday rugby today? Because the first game isn't until Thursday, so that would be a Wednesday that we would cover it.
Yeah, I haven't been. I don't keep my ear to the rugby streets, man.
Tell Kyle Jack, why do you want to cover rugby? The game isn't until Thursday.
Okay, but the big guns are coming out talking WNBA.
All right.
First off, Godmother87 has joined us. Can we let her roll us in with Dream Moneyline?
Yeah, sure. Hold on one second. Kyle Jack, let me take that back. We won't cover rugby today. We'll cover it tomorrow because there's not even any totals out at Pinnacle. South Sydney against West, so I would rather we'll cover rugby this week, but we'll cover rugby on the Wednesday game because I want to see what the totals are.
It's a different league. He's talking New Zealand.
Oh, the New Zealand league. Oh, okay. So that's okay. All right. Okay. The New Zealand rugby. All right. Yes, we can look into that one.
Tomor says he doesn't like the Marlins lineup in Fenway. They don't have much power with Real Muto not hitting. Real Muto has slowed down drastically, and we're talking about a lineup with very little bats. I think that's a good point. Not Applicable says Storm wins easy. I mean, do we go right back to the well? I mean, we all had the Mystics in Vegas, and then we all lost with the Storm by 2 points afterwards. Antoine Seymour says Mystics keep rolling. Ulysses Hayes is on Washington. Yes, I'm going to keep working on that. Has there been any line moves? Yeah, line moves towards the Dream. That's interesting. And the slight move towards the Storm. I'm going to hammer this stuff all afternoon. Ulysses Hayes says Seattle WNBA over. Not Applicable, though, says Dream even things up. Do you have a lean to any of these WNBA games?
A lean to no. I did not take either of the first two games, although I certainly trusted King Rail like in the Mystics first half and full game, and those cashed, and then everyone was on Seattle, and of course that one did not cash. It was on. It barely missed out. And these two games, no. As of right now, I have no opinion. I probably will not be on them, but they're certainly interesting, and maybe I'll be on a second half play on these, which I will tweet out if I like. But as of right now, no. I have no opinions, and I'm not on either of them. And I did look at them a little bit. I'm just not going to be on either of them.
Okay. I will definitely be looking at these games and make a play on them for sure.
Okay. So is that it, Jimmy the Bag? Any other? So Godmother said what? What did Godmother say?
Godmother is on Dream and Storm.
The Dream and the Storm.
So she's on Atlanta to tie up the series. And she's on the Storm to continue rolling.
Minus the points is what she likes?
Dream money line, Storm spread.
Wait, Dream money line. Okay, Storm. Really? Wow. Storm minus 5.5. Up from 5.
Not Applicable says Atlanta wins today. Slow the Mystics down. Tomor says the key to beating Washington is slow the tempo. Atlanta's a young team that is small. They play fast. They can't beat Washington in an up-tempo game. I'm on the Mystics. Godmother. I mean, Dream Mystics. Well, sorry. God, what did I miss there? Oh, something. Godmother says something not right with this Dream Mystic line. Looks fishy. Yeah, B-Lab 96 thinks the Dream will tie up the series. Al Winner.
Like Phoenix, Seattle over.
And Scotty Rock says Mystics roll. So that's interesting because when we dealt with game one, everybody was on the Mystics.
Okay,
And
Kyle Jack. Yes, we will cover rugby today. The New Zealand league. Yes, we definitely will. The rugby union. Okay, we definitely will do that one. Absolutely, Kyle Jack.
everybody asking about where the king is. Where's Rail? I'm sure he'll be around, man. We all need rest right now. It was a lot of fun hanging with King for the whole weekend. We did a lot of heavy boozing. My man Wally George said, Jimmy, you're going to do the football shows this week with Donnie Wrightside. I start with Donnie on Friday. Donnie got this day off.
He did?
Yeah.
Why was that?
I don't know. He's resting.
Damn.
But no, I'll be doing today's show with Babano. And it'll be my first time working with him. And I'm very honored. I think he's very skilled capper and a great guy. So I'm looking forward to running with him.
Antoine Seymour, both games over and first quarters. SM likes Lynn's 5.5 strikeouts over. Chicago White Sox strike out a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. And Absolute T. Lee says, if not too late, dog play of the day, Swansea City in Moneyline in the English Carabao Cup. Okay. Any other comments coming in, Jim?
No, but not applicable saying hard to go up 2-0. Still going back to that Mystics Dream series. I'm looking forward to cap that stuff and hear what people say. And I'm interested that people think the Dream can come back because Mystics did sort of feel like they were in control, even though it was a close game. What, it ended 87-84? But I'm going to, while George says Babano's still hungover. Brandon Cummings says Loshak called him a weird guy. That was funny as shit.
I felt a little bit bad about that. Babano, if you're watching right now, there is a video out there where I say Babano's a weirdo too. Look, we're all a little bit weird. The main reason I said that though is just to be funny. You know what I'm saying?
Just to get the laughs, and you got them.
Exactly, and I got the laughs. It's just for jokes. It's like what I did with the Chippendales thing. Obviously, I wasn't at Chippendales looking at male asses and dicks. But I implied that I was because it was funny. So, when I said that you were a weirdo, Babano, first of all, we're all a little bit weird.
Definitely.
Second of all, just saying it for jokes. And I'm glad I said it, but I want to clear up because I do love him. He's a great person.
Great person.
And not only do I love him and he's a great person, but the fact that he is a little bit weird is part of the main reasons why I like him so much.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
The other part, of course, is his exhaustive research when it comes to sports betting. Those are the two main reasons right there.
DJ Big Boss says, "Where's Twatty?" He's still in Vegas. I almost didn't get out. Wally George says Loshak was the only normal guy at IFBC.
Who said that?
Wally George.
I was the only normal guy. Yeah, that's what I keep telling people. People, no, I'm not on drugs. I think my extreme emotional problems in life are a sane reaction to the fucked up nature of humanity. That's what I think. You know what I'm saying? I think I am the one, like in Brave New World, I am the sane one, and everyone else is crazy. All right.
Brick City Matthew, man. God, I enjoyed his company. These guys were so much fun, but shout out to Brick City Matthew. Dude, you were extremely fun. Dan Kelly says that he is also very, very weird, but he says, Pete, see, Dan Kelly cares about us, says, I hope you are planning on some time off before football starts.
I mean, I'm planning for it. I'm not going to get it, but I'm sure planning for it. No, shout out to Dan Kelly. Hell yeah. Dan Kelly, we need to talk before NBA season. I need Dan Kelly to be my personal guru when it comes to NBA. And if it's entirely possible that I could have a break-even season in NBA with Dan Kelly's help. You know what I'm saying, Jim?
Of course.
Yes, it's entirely possible.
Trenton Claxton likes Atlanta here. Here at Trenton's plays WNBA. He's got Atlanta first quarter and half.
For Atlanta.
Seattle first half.
Yeah, Trenton Claxton says, write it down, Atlanta money line. I'm writing this down. So what else? I am writing this down. Look at this. I have a pad of paper given to me by Nutflush 16. This is like a pad of paper. It's now one of my top 10 most prized possessions. I don't know what I'm going to do when all the paper is gone. But okay, Trenton Claxton likes Atlanta money line. Write it down. I wrote it down. What else does he like?
He likes Atlanta first quarter, first half. Seattle first half.
And he likes Seattle.
But he likes Seattle first half, Phoenix first quarter.
Okay, wow. So everyone is and Godmother is also liking Seattle and Atlanta, right?
Yes.
Wow. So everyone is kind of liking Atlanta and Seattle here. Very, very
Kyle
nice.
Jack already has his Mac preview and the team's broken down for us.
Yeah. Reeve
great?
NYC says Pete and Jimmy would be awesome to chill with. Yeah, that's one problem is that people don't quite understand that until the last show was over this weekend, I was stressed as hell the whole time. I didn't have time to hang out with people. You know what I'm saying?
I was stressed, but all I did was hang out with people. I barely slept.
Mm-hmm.
It was the toughest for me was Saturday and Sunday morning for our 9 a.m. show, being prepared and getting all the work in. It makes it so tough. So then you're just exhausted all day.
But then I also had to be the expert on the college football panel. Had to host the other one, the bookies, whatever. Kyle Jack says I have a Mac preview and breakdown teams ready for college football. Holy shit!
Yes, I just said that to you, and you got caught up in something else.
We got to get that.
It's a big deal.
Teddy B says someone needs to teach Babano how to dance. Okay, we can do that. We just got to, take it step by step. Just do a nice little 1-2 if that's the only thing you can do, and then advance from there. So yes, Kyle Jack will be covering college football very, very soon. Let's see.
Mr. Gogster got you that hat. He also got me a Canucks shirt.
Yes,
Vancouver
hell
Canucks
yeah.
shirt. What a great guy.
Hell yeah.
Teddy B says Mercury win tonight. Quote me, they will tie up the series. I hope they don't. I've got the Storm to win the championship at plus 550. Made it on the show.
Christopher, what? Wait, what do we have? Oh, wait, what? Oh, what did you take?
I took the Seattle Storm to win the WNBA championship at plus 550.
You mean a long time ago or this year? I mean this week.
Oh God, no! It was down to plus 225.
Did you give that in his official pick? And I wrote it down. All right, I'll check to make sure that I got that. Let's see. Christopher Walker, I like Phoenix with the points. The refs were horrible in the first game. Diana should shoot lots of free throws today.
Thomas says Washington's lost one game since the break. They're the hottest team in the WNBA right now. Atlanta is too young and not built for the playoffs, in my opinion. I'm a little surprised that, but I get it from a sports standpoint. Like if we just use basketball as an example, here's a team at home, backs against the wall. I know they're missing a very important injured point guard, but it does feel like it should be a nice spot for Atlanta. Chris Brownlee's question. He says, awesome videos of IFBC. Looked like everyone had a great time. Is SBR bringing back the Play Action podcast? I don't know.
I have no idea. All right, that's it. We can wrap it up. So, Jim, you're not going to have any college WNBA plays?
No. I need to work.
Yes. But everyone seems to be thinking that Seattle and Atlanta are plays, although Antoine Seymour says, wow, Pete, Mystics sweep easy. Wow, all right, so strong opinions. Antoine Seymour, Mystics sweep easy, but Trenton Claxton says write it down, Atlanta money line, and Godmother87 also likes Atlanta, right?
Yeah. Kyle Jack says, Pete, I will DM you to get the address to send the Mac preview to. Just send it to jimmythebag at hotmail.com, Kyle, and then we can start connecting over that. I'm going to help set up everybody who's doing breakdowns for us, but very, very exciting to hear what you got.
And I am also writing down a play here. Elio Rodriguez, tennis free play. Gail Monfils, -7.
King Rails joined us late, says just got to Portland. We'll tweet out later. Great guys. I miss all of you. You were so much fun to hang out with, man.
Hell yeah.
It was just a wonderful time.
Okay, I think that is just about it for today's show, but we will be back at 6 o'clock Eastern time. We'll be talking rugby, New Zealand League. We'll see if Jim has anything that he wants to add as far as WNBA is concerned. And, of course, we will be also reviewing MLB, and maybe I'll add a bunch of my leans to my official card here. But I'm liking overall my official card here. A little bit nervous of my plays on Boston. The Yankees seem they might be a little bit square, but I'm taking them Boston -1. Yanks team total over 3 to hit Shields, who is not great, but a crafty veteran who doesn't often get crushed. But I gave those as official picks. Everything else I'm liking a little bit more. And that's it. We'll be back at 6 o'clock Eastern time.